Hey there, it's Dr. Jim. Thanks for stopping by for another interesting topic. This one is aging and existential crisis. What do I mean by that? Most people will experience an existential crisis at one or more points in their lives. When we're young, for instance, our existential crisis is trying to figure out who the heck we are. Later in our 20s and 30s, we work hard to solidify a career path, a line of work, or a profession. So we go through more existential crises. We're also worried about losing our life partner, choosing the right life partner, being with somebody in our lives. Someone who is meaningful to us, someone that we're going to love for a long time. Well, those are existential crises. Am I going to keep you? Am I going to lose you? Are we going to get married or not? Later in life, as we age, we reflect back on our lives and we start to ask our questions. These are life review questions. Did I live a good life? Was my life worth it? Am I leaving anything behind? Will anybody remember me? And am I afraid of illness? And eventually, am I afraid to die? Those are existential crises. So, an existential crisis comes from confusing and high anxiety times, when people try to make sense about what's going on in their lives. They also look deeply into themselves and internally ask, who am I? During such times, this experience can also be called an identity crisis. Like, who the heck am I? I'm too many things, I'm too many people, I don't know which identity to pick. The anxiety associated with existential crisis will not disappear until they have been acknowledged, addressed, or resolved. Most of these we resolve and we move on. Existential crises are normal and they're a part of being human. We always ask. They can be thought of as means of working through important life tasks to avoid negative outcomes. So they're good in a way. It's possible that modern society is at the root of existential crises because society, our culture, offers people so many choices, so many options to choose from. People today, it seems, can be anything. They could be many, many, many things at one time. They could hold multiple titles, display unlimited personality characteristics, and choose about any path in life they want to, right? So I use the word modern. I'm gonna change that to we live in postmodern, beyond the postmodern life. We're living in very confusing times, in other words. There's so many things to do, I don't know what to be. Having too many choices might create a lot of confusion, right? Don't you think? As we age, we are most likely going to experience age-related existential crises, you and I. We might struggle with illness and pain, as well as end-of-life issues. Each of these experiences may bring challenges to one identity and our purpose in life. Who am I? What was that all meant for? The difference between these crises at younger ages is that we will try to resolve them to reduce anxiety and to find ourselves. On the other hand, later in life, we wish to improve our life, its quality, reflect on our legacy and our achievements, and become more moral beings, more ethical creatures. So don't be too hard on yourselves if you have questions like, who am I? Why am I here? Did my life matter? You are experiencing an existential crisis. And it's both normal, and most likely healthy. So I hope you know who you are. And I hope you have a very successful life. I'm Dr. Jim. Keep coming back for more interesting stuff that I'm interested in.